welcome back to Bethan Does Magic, where I, Bethan, do the magic things. No, I still haven't got it. Today I am talking all about hand luggage. There is nothing worse than looking in your bag and having nothing that you need. But during this video, I'm actually gonna have you guys help me which bag to pick for my new hand luggage bag. So for the contenders, I do have, this is from TikTok Shop, and I really like green. I love how many pockets there are on this as well. And for my other option, Uniqlo have brought out a mega version of their shoulder bag. So on most airlines, you can take 2 pieces of hand luggage with you. You have a personal item, which is like a handbag or a laptop case. And then you've got that bigger one, like a small cabin bag, like this one. But I'll be honest, the small suitcase is normally filled with snacks. The first item you are gonna need in your hand luggage, ooh, that was in there tight, is a reusable stainless steel water bottle. I've talked about this many times before. Foreign water gives me the poops. So I have to use a Brita filter water bottle anytime I go abroad. But if you're not weird like me, then any water bottle will do, as long as it's stainless steel, because that means it will keep your water from not turning into soup. And the great thing about these is that there are always refill stations after you go through security, because obviously you can't take any liquid through security. So you can have them empty, ready to go. So as soon as you're through security, you can fill them up and not have to pay a ridiculous price for water whilst you're in departures. So next we have these travel sickness tablets. They are just really good for just in case. Even if no one in your travel party has any sort of travel sickness, just get some. So I actually have one of these passport holders just because I like everything organized, you know? Inside here, we've got mine, my husband's, and my son's passport. We've got our travel cards and our annual passes. And we also have tip money. It looks like we're headed off to Hooters or something, but this big fat stack of ones is for anyone who goes out of their way slightly to help us in America. And then we've got bigger dollars just for, you know, Ubers and stuff like that. But that being said, all of this is kept safe, but then I do actually have a purse, which I've put all of my little change in. So I always have enough for when we land. Maybe we want to get a snack from the vending machine, or I've got my tip money ready for the Uber when we go from the airport to our resort, because I always get very self-conscious when I like rock up to the airport and then I'm taking out this big wad of money because that's for my whole entire trip. It's nice to just already have like a pre-packaged purse with just a smaller amount of money, so you can whip this out for tips and stuff and you're not showing everyone, hey, look at how many hundreds of dollars I have. Also in here I have all of my ID. So I've got my disabled card in here, my access card, and then I also have my driving license as well. But I'll be wearing this in the airport because of my sunflower lanyard and stuff like that. It's always good to take your driving license with you just because you will get ID'd no matter how old you look. I would much rather lose my driving license than my passport, although that means I could stay forever. Next up, I have 2 things that are quite similar. So I have this headphone jack splitter. So you put this in the headphone jack, and then if you have 2 of you listening with wired headphones, then you can both listen together. Or if you have wireless headphones, then I have this Bluetooth receiver. So you pop that in the headphone jack, and then you can link up this little thing with your Bluetooth headphones, and then you don't have to be wired up. It's great. But I always like switching between in-ear and over-ear headphones because like 10 hours with them on, it can get a bit uncomfortable. Next, I have this bad boy. Okay, when I'm sleeping, the thing that gets me most comfortable is having my legs raised. So this is like a little hammock that you can put on your tray table, and then it just keeps your feet up. And it folds up really nice and small. But talking of sleep, I also have one of these. I've used this the last 2 times that I've been to Orlando, and oh my goodness. So you undo it, and then you put this in the like crook of your neck. Okay, so that really doesn't look comfortable, but anyway, I've gotta set it up. For me, the like normal head pillows, they do not work for me. It's so nice and small. It's not thick, so it doesn't take up like so much room in your bag. Highly recommend. But like, look how thin it is. Like, that's it. Next up, I have a power bank. Do not leave your house without a power bank. But also you're gonna need this in the parks anyway. I also have my own cutlery and straws because I'm really funny with textures. So do what you have to do, okay? I also have my beloved Kindle. I mean, I don't really leave the house without this anyway, so of course it was going in my hand luggage. And I also have one of these. So this you can put in between your tray table, like so. And then you can watch anything on your phone. And last but not least, I have my everything bag. So now my everything bag goes in my handbag. It goes like whenever I'm changing handbags or anything like that. This will always transfer into every bag that I am using. And in here I have everything that I need to feel comfortable wherever I am. I've got paracetamol in here, I've got fidget toys, I've got plasters and alcohol wipes, I have a hairbrush and a mirror, I've got sanitizer, I got a pen, I have lip balm, and I also have a little lippy, the shade I'm using now. What is it called? Deep Honey by 17. Highly recommend. I also have antiseptic wipes. Now this is a must-have because you have to think about how quick the turnover is between flights. As soon as we sit down in our seats, I literally wipe everything. The arms, the tray tables, the screen, anything that I'm going to touch or my family, I will be wiping it down to make sure that we do not spend the first couple of days of our holiday sick. I also have a nail file, I've got my loop earbuds, hairband, and some tissues. Now obviously everyone's needs are different, but for me, this is everything that I know that I will feel comfortable just knowing that I've got it with me. Also in hand luggage, I'll be taking this camera, but obviously I'm using it right now, but just pretend that it's in my bag. How's everything gonna fit? Okay, so everything just about fits. I think I'll be sending this back. Oh, it's a shame, but at least I do have this one. And I love how many pockets there are. I can just immediately go and grab. It was a nice idea, Uniqlo, making a big one. Mess in there, look at this. It's just shoved in. So that's everything in my personal hand luggage. And if you would like a checklist that you can print out and then check everything that's going into your personal hand luggage, then you can head over to bethanddoesmagic.com where I have a blog with a downloadable checklist. Is there anything in my personal hand luggage that you would personally take that I've missed off? And if there is, leave a comment below. But you'll find lots more blogs over at my website at bethanddoesmagic.com. Everything from Walt Disney World and Disneyland Paris. And the 2026 dining deal has gone live for Walt Disney World. So if you're thinking of booking a trip to Walt Disney World next year, I can help with that. You can send me a DM or there is an inquiry form on my website as well. And if you liked anything that you saw in my video, I will put links to all of it below. Some of them may be affiliate links, which means I earn like a penny if you buy them. But that's it for now, so I will see you in the next video. Bye!